Hi guys, this is Michael and I am on my, this is actually the Monsters Monument world, and yes, I'm doing some fishing and you're not used to seeing this. Yes, this is a part of the world you haven't really seen, and sun's just risen. I've got a bed behind me. I'm doing a bit of fishing because I've been asked a question and it's got a few parts to it, and I think it's something that if I answer might help a few other people that might think on it. Now, the person who's asked, I'd just like to say, very pretty name, I might add, and she'll know who she is, because she asked a question on the LordUg email, and I thought I'd answer it like this. So, the first part of the question, it's all about, video making and things like that, and the first part of the question is, how did I get started? Well, the reason I got into making videos originally was because when I started going on the internet around about 2000 or something like that, I started playing all the old MMORPGs, Lineage and all those kind of stuff, and Dark Ages of Camelot and all the old ones. And I moved up through going through games like Forentis, Hero Online. And I made guilds, and they became successful guilds. And I remember when I was running Lord of the Rings Online, after about a month of the game going live, I did a guild, and it became one of the oldest, longest running guilds on the Gilrain server. I think it was called Gilrain, and it was called Tranquility, the name of the guild. And I had this kind of vision of wanting to show the characters, my friends, my guildmates, all running around together, killing on a hunt together, that kind of thing. And I thought it'd be cool, and I could stitch it together in a video and put some music to it. And I had all these kind of plans. And there was one problem. I had no clue how to do videos. It was almost like, knowing how to build a skyscraper. It was just as easy for me. I had no idea. And nobody in the guild really had much of an idea either. So I had to kind of shelf the idea and not bother. And time went on. And eventually I stopped playing MMORPGs, and all the guilds I'd started, I kind of said goodbye to and stepped away from, and left them to be run by other people. And it was then I was quite, I was a bit bored, and so I thought, well, why don't I actually look at YouTube videos to find out how you make these videos, how you make them yourself. So I looked at a couple of tutorial videos on YouTube, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, that's not too hard. It's nowhere near as hard as I expected it to be. So I looked into it, and I looked for a program online that I could find that was free. Because at that point in time, I didn't know what programs I wanted. So I realised I needed an editing software and a rendering software and all this kind of thing. And I found Windows Live Essentials Movie Maker. It's a free program. In fact, I suggested it to somebody not long ago, and I hope it's worked out for him. If he's listening to this, then let me know. And I found Windows Live Movie Maker, and I used that for a while on some early videos, and that got me started. And I used a crappy little microphone that wasn't that good, and went from there. And it kind of progressed from there, really. Then eventually I bought myself a better microphone so that I was a lot clearer, and I bought myself some a proper editing rendering program. Looked through them, looked for something that wasn't too complicated and didn't have about 20,000 features I wouldn't use, that it'd be pretty much stuff I'd use. And that was it, and went from there. So that's how I got started. And by the time I actually learned how to do videos, to the point where I was skilled enough to be able to do a really good catchy video for one of my guilds, I wasn't actually running any guilds anymore, so it was a bit of a moot point in the end, that. The second part of your question was it hard at first to get noticed? The hardest thing for me was finding who I was. I was quite... In fact, I look back now and I cringe a little at my first videos because I put on this really stupid voice and tried to sound different, and it's like, I do these videos for me and for you, and how are you today? And I put on all this weird voice because I thought I needed to be someone else. I thought I needed to be upbeat. I thought I needed to be, everybody's gonna love me if I sound weird or whatever. And the problem was, it's hard to keep a facade like that going without dropping it sometimes. And if people subscribe to you because of who you pretend to be, when they see what's behind the mask, then they could easily leave. So it's best just show them what's behind the mask anyway. And if they don't like it, then leave. At least you know who I am. So, no, I suppose it wasn't hard to get started in that respect. It was just I needed to not learn to be something else or stop. I just needed to stop pretending. I usually tell people now, don't be anything but yourself. If that's not enough, then that's not enough, and you've got to learn to accept that. Because if it's not enough, one day you will revert to being yourself, and when that happens, that was quick, 3 in a row. And when that happens, 4. And when that happens, if people don't like what they see, they're going to walk away anyway. So you might as well just find out as early as you can if who you are is good enough. So just don't pretend, just be who you are. I don't walk around going to people, hello, I am Michael, to everybody I see. But, that's just a welcome thing. That's just to catch the attention. The hello, this is LordUg, that's just to catch attention. But after that, who you see is Michael, is me. That's who I am. That's who, people see, my friends, my family see. This is it. And if people don't like that, unsubscribe or don't subscribe at all, I don't mind. I can't be any more than I am. Or less. I won't be. So that's how it is. As for getting noticed, well, one thing it's like I've said to people, there are ways to get noticed. If you're ready to kiss ass to some of these big commentators and do them videos where you do a massive build of them and tell them that they change your life forever and things like that, then yes, they'll give you a pat on the head and a mention. I have had people actually do builds for me, and I'm very, very grateful to them, and they know that, and they know it's a true and genuine. But I show gratitude with everyone anyway. If somebody does a build for me or does something dedicated to me, then I class that as just a bonus. And I'm very grateful for it. But some of these big commentators will only actually give shout-outs or mentions to people who do those kind of things. And I just can't do that. If I want to do a dedication, I do a dedication. I do a dedication to all my subscribers every time I do Monsters Monument. I'm dedicating it to those 15 that get mentioned. That's how it is. But I can't just go and, build a big statue, even though I could build a big statue of anybody I want. I can't go and do a big statue of one of these big commentators and then tell them they've changed my life and I don't know what I'd do without them and they are the best thing in the universe, just so that they can say, well, that's nice of you, pat 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 on the head. I can't. That's just not me. So because a lot of these big commentators only feel grateful when you do that kind of thing. You see, I'm grateful 24/7 for what you guys do for me and the support that you give me. But some aren't, and no, I won't play to their egos. So, but if you can do that, if you can play to their egos, then yeah, sure, go and kiss their ass and tell them how amazing they are, and you'll probably get noticed. But otherwise, if you're like me and you can't do that, then my advice is all you can do is keep at it. Don't give up. It's like if you look at, say, myself, before I got the shout out for BOO, I had like 182 subscribers, and I'd done like over 300 videos done over a year. So I've been doing videos solidly, almost daily for a year, and yeah, and I wouldn't have stopped if BOO hadn't have given me that shout out. I'd have still been here today with my 182 subscribers or whatever I'd have now, and I'd still be doing videos, and they'd still be to the quality that they are now. I'd still show the same gratitude and the same love to my subscribers. Nothing would change. The numbers don't change who you are. At least they shouldn't do. And if they do, then you've got a problem. So all I can say is, keep at it. And if your time comes, then sure. But if you want to get noticed, and you want to try and get seen by some of the other commentators, then either start commenting on their posts, get known to them, let them see your name, that you're supporting them. It may take a while before they actually start to respond to you, but yeah, don't be afraid to click a like on their thing and comment, tell them how well they're doing, or if they're not doing well, a bit of constructive criticism or whatever. I'm sure they'll be able to take it, and do that. That'd be cool. Also, don't be afraid to message them. They might not answer, they might not ever reply to you, but at least you've kind of messaged. At least you've kept doing it. So message them, but message them with relevant stuff, not just message them with say you're awesome. They're not going to reply to that. Don't be afraid to send a comment, in a message to them, or say about what they're doing, or ask for advice or whatever. You never know. They might answer. They might not, but they might, and you never know unless you try. Okay, lastly, advice for making videos. I always say this. I always say this to people. And Cake Legs is a good example of this. Quality over quantity. Now, I say Cake Legs is good for this, which is kind of weird since he's done over 200, nearly 250 videos. But what I mean by that is that Cake Legs has got a very strong line when it comes to quality, and if he isn't happy with something, he'll bin it. He'll just delete it, like he deleted a whole series because he wasn't happy with the quality. And that is the kind of standard you need. Don't just churn out any old crap and think, oh well, if I churn out 30 videos, if I churn out, let's say, 5 videos a day, everybody's going to love me. No, they're not. If you're doing this, well, everybody, how are you? Well, I thought that's what she said. If you're doing that, it doesn't matter how many videos a day you make. People are going to click the dislike and tell you that you're rubbish. It's not about quality. It's not about quantity. Sorry, it's about quality. Keeping up a strong quality on your videos. Make sure you've got a pretty good microphone. Well, not pretty good. Make sure you've got a good microphone that's clear. People can hear you clearly, know exactly what you're saying. Get comfortable with who you are, and don't get to the point, and try to get past the point where you're going like that every 2 minutes, because believe me, people won't like that. And also find content that you like doing. Now, the point is, it's good to care about your subscribers, but you've got to love what you're doing too. The second you start hating what you're doing is the point where you might as well just pack up, just say goodbye and go away. Because if you're not enjoying it, it'll show in your videos. It really will. So, find stuff that, even if you don't get many views on it, if there's people who enjoy it and you find a game you like, then do it. Look at me with Heavy Rain. And then I've got, I can, for Monsters Monument, I'll get like over 100 views and probably 20-30 likes and things like that. But then I do a Heavy Rain and I get like 20 views, but I'll get about 10 likes. And that means that, almost 50% of who watch it click the like button. And that's because I know they're out there and they enjoy the series. So I enjoy Heavy Rain. I love doing Heavy Rain. So I do Heavy Rain. Because I know there is an audience out there. They might not be a big audience, but there is an audience that want to watch it. So I do it. So that's my advice. Quality over quantity. Make it a good picture. Good quality picture. Get yourself a good microphone so that you've got quality videos coming out. Play games that you enjoy playing, that there is at the same time a market for, that you have got an audience for. Make sure you've got an audience for it in your subscribers, and then play them that you enjoy playing, and just have fun. Don't look at it as a chore or a job or an effort or work. It's fun. You're supposed to be having fun. Your subscribers are supposed to be having fun. Everybody's supposed to be having fun and enjoying it. And the first time you're not, then something needs sorted out and you need to find what's wrong and correct it. Once you do that, things will be fun again. Well, I think that's it. 25 fish. I didn't think I'd actually stand here that long talking. I kind of got into it a little bit. So anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. If you have any questions that I can do while I'm fishing that might need a few parts to, then because I might need wool in future for things, for building or anything, I've now got some sheep going that I'm breeding up. I've got a wheat farm and I've got loads of spare wheat. I've made this really big because I'm going to fill it up as eventually with sheep. And when I've got that many sheep, I'll have unending wool, which will be absolutely amazing. There we go, sheep. You had note. There you go. Okay. Get away, you fat little scrubber. Okay. Sorry. Okay, guys. Anyway, as I say, that's it for now. And if you have any questions, please feel free to send them to asklordug@gmail.com, and I will be happy to answer them while I do some fishing or something like that, a bit of relaxing fishing. And don't forget, if you want, I've got these as well, pumpkins growing, hello. If you have any, don't forget your channel news. If you want to put your channel forward, you still need to, just message asklordug@gmail.com, and I will make sure that you get put in amongst the rest. And your channel, it's like I say, make sure I've already posted you. If you've got updated stuff, let me know. And go to there, post it, send it to there for me, and I will check your channel out and include you in one of the next episodes. I think that's it for now. So you all take really good care of yourselves, and goodbye for now, my friends.